All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and for episode 140, we're talking All Quiet on the Western Front. All Quiet on the Western Front was directed by Edward Berger, with a screenplay by Edward Berger, Ian Stokell, and Leslie Patterson, based on All Quiet on the Western Front by Eric Maria Remarque. I'm saying Berger, I don't give a shit. Cinematography by James Friend. I love that name. Edited by Sven Boldman. Music by Volker Bertelmann. Production company was Amusement Park, distributed by Netflix, with release dates of September 12th, 2022 at TIFF and October 28th, 2022 on Netflix, and a runtime of 147 minutes. All Quiet on the Western Front had a budget of $20 million and brought in no money because it is a Netflix-owned property. All Quiet on the Western Front has a 90% on the tomato meter with 152 reviews and a 90% on the audience score with 2,500 plus ratings. Oh no, there it is. All Quiet on the Western Front has a 76 Metascore with 36 critic reviews and a 7.9 audience score with 160 ratings. But the only people whose opinions matter are ours, and you're getting 10 minutes of spoiler-free starting now. This movie sucked.
This movie was kind of brutal.
Kind of brutal?
I mean, it's an anti-war film, which is a different perspective, from a lot of war movies we've seen before. A lot of it's a little more glorified.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually what war would be like, which is,
yeah.
I like that because I feel like in the thing that kept coming to mind is the Jake Gyllenhaal Guy Ritchie movie, which that glorifies war. They're gonna make Jake Gyllenhaal look so fucking cool in that movie, and it's like, bro, he's going to be murdering actual live human beings. That's not cool, man.
I think this movie does a good job of adding
the Covenant.
The situations, though. It's interesting, too, because you see, I don't like it also makes you feel kind of almost bad for, the characters. We're seeing the journey perspective.
Yeah.
But, it's I understand that some of them were just kids. So, they were, it was all propaganda. And it was, they didn't know any better, and they were just thrown in there. So, yes. But there also was the top brass that 100% knew what they were doing and 100% believed in the cause. So you do feel bad for the young soldiers, but it's also hey, you probably shouldn't have, drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but when you're 17,
who shouldn't have drank the Kool-Aid?
You were doing some stupid shit, too, at 17.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to not say that you wouldn't do the same in a sense, because it's you're everyone's telling you you're gonna be a hero. Everyone's telling you you're fighting for the right cause.
And all your friends are doing it.
Yeah.
Well, if your friends jumped off a bridge, Eric, would you?
If it meant glory,
absolutely not. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm the least.
You don't want to be the only
fuck
left in town, just twiddling your thumbs.
It'll be me and all the broads. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up, girls?
And getting all the bread.
Yeah, hell
they're gonna be too busy sewing, dude.
Too busy sewing. Yeah, I mean that's true.
A lot of these characters look the same though. I made it a little.
I had the same problem, dude. I was like,
are we racist towards white people? Because we have a hard time discerning white people, bro. It's so hard.
It is something about us, huh? So the two guys with the mustaches. One was the original guy that brought them in that was in the truck, right? And the other one was that guy that was in the trench. And then later on, they're both there. Or because the two guys with the mustache, I couldn't tell who was who and at what point who was.
We have Paul Baumer, who is our main character. Then his friends Albert Kropp, Franz Mueller, and Ludwig Brehm. And then they end up meeting a guy named Stanislaus Kaczynski.
Just Cat.
One?
So Cat is the one that they meet. Who's the older guy?
He was on the shitter, right?
Yeah, the guy in the trenches that they first meet, though, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, James?
They meet him, and that's the guy they meet in the trenches at first, right?
I think so.
Because later on, he's the one that can't read, and
yes, he is illiterate as shit.
Yeah. Because he's the one with the foggy eye, right?
No. Cat is not the one with the foggy eye.
Oh, see, now I'm lost.
Different guy is
That's,
the one with the
that
foggy eye.
was
Foggy eye. I love that. That's how we're describing it.
I mean,
I
that's
don't
what
know
they
who
call
that
like a blind eye. It's like a foggy eye.
Yeah, he got cataracts on the shit.
Yeah, he does. I think he just got stabbed in the eye.
Yeah, definitely
But-
that.
But like those two characters having a hard time, and then they're just also too like it's dark, it's gray, it's rainy.
They're covered in
They're-
mud.
Yeah, they're carrying mud. They're all wearing the same exact outfits. Like I can distinguish the characters later on in the movie like better, but then it's just like so much of it's set up in this. Like I mean, this is a trench warfare movie. That's what a lot of these movies are based on World War One.
Yeah.
So like
Mhm.
anytime they're in the trenches, it's so hard to follow like who is who.
You don't even know. I mean, and
My main character, I had a hard time.
it lends credence too to like the fact that it's like, bro, you're basically just fighting someone who could be your fucking brother
boy.
because you all look the same. How the fuck
Yeah.
you know that dude's French other than the fact that he's wearing a blue hat? Fuck what? That's so stupid. I mean,
and there's moments in the film where I'm like, did they attack the right people? Like,
dude, I thought about that
Bro,
so
I
much.
had one. Yeah, I had one instance where I was like, "Wait, was that his boy?"
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure he
yeah.
just killed his boy.
so we're all probably thinking of the same moment in the
Yeah.
in the water like hole type area, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way it develops, I'm like, was that one of the mustache boys?
Oh no, that'd have been wild.
Yeah.
So-
But I also think it's just him personally coming, like him developing as like a, like wait, this is we shouldn't be doing this.
So, like,
he
yes,
took a long
there-
time to figure that out though.
But there's a lot of it where like in these type of movies in general, like it's seen as I'm seeing like this, faceless enemy. And it's until you have to actually see the face of the people, then it hits you where it's like, oh man, this is actually like human versus human, not just me versus monster. That's why they try to like dehumanize the other people a lot of times in war.
Yeah. I mean, and that I feel like is a hallmark of a good anti-war movie is that scene, right? Because if you
Mhm.
fuck that scene up, it's gonna make it almost kind of silly, you know?
Yeah.
Because every other war movie you've ever seen, it's like, hell yeah, kill the Nazis! I want you to skin them alive.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, these are human beings. And like you said, right, watching it from the point of view of the bad guys, and you're like, bro, I kind of feel bad for this kid because that's all he is a kid. You know,
It's so refreshing to see it from the side of the Germans, dude. Like,
yeah,
we
I'm
need
sure
more of
you
this.
think it is real refreshing, huh?
The thing too though is like when they set the movie up, they set you up to be like, oh hey, you should feel this way about these characters. Like I think they do a good job of being like, hey, you should understand that these characters are in this state of mind.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
They're not in a state of mind of the way you almost portrayed as like, oh, these people knew what they were doing the whole time. They signed up for this. They knew this. But in this movie, it's just like, no, they really like were just kids. Like they might as well have been at a pep rally. Like
No shit. Yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah, they're like 16 years old,
Bro,
I
and
don't
they
know.
didn't even get a Camaro out the deal. Like that's
No.
trash.
Shit.
No Challenger or nothing. But
Uh,
I mean, like that. I'd be interested though, because I mean, I'm huge anti-war already. I didn't need to see this movie to be like,
Yeah.
war's kind of bad, huh? That's kind of crazy. Like, I'd be interested to see people or to hear from people whose opinions were changed after seeing a movie like this, where they're like, what? You're telling me all the Nazis weren't really bad people? It's like, yeah, not everybody is gonna be the worst scumfuck bastard. Some people were just got swept up in emotions, you know?
But there's a lot of people that do like believe that like notion because it's just like
It's all the
just
propaganda.
don't join.
Yeah.
Like just don't join. Just don't do it. Like if they, it's just like well, it's not that simple. Like we even see throughout the movie when people try to not do what they're told. Like what makes you think it'd be any
Yeah.
different from them? Like and also too like people like to relate things to like America and it's just like just because America wouldn't do certain things like doesn't mean other countries wouldn't do like things.
But that's not even to say that America wouldn't do it. It's just that just because you've never heard about America doing these really fucking awfully terrible things,
Yeah.
like invading whole ass countries for their oil. Just because you don't think about it that way doesn't mean that we're the bad guys. Like we invaded Iraq and Afghanistan because we thought they had weapons of mass destruction,
Yeah.
bro. We're the bad guys. We're the bad guys for 20 whole fucking years, you know? And it is people who would have gotten swept up in the same shit that these kids got swept up in. It's just a pro-war propaganda, and sure,
Yeah, it's always under the guise of democracy. We're liberating them.
right?
I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, though, like the history books are written by the winners, like, and that's why through America's perspective, like we 2-0. We win the World War.
Hey,
we're undefeated in wars. Yeah, okay, that's why
Yeah.
Vietnam was a conflict.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
And,
really
I mean,
won that one.
I mean, that's why a lot of them are like that. That's why in Syria and Africa they don't consider them wars because, like, there's just certain things that America says, like, oh, if it's an actual war, we go and we add assistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah,
if it was real serious shit, we would have been winning it. But this is child
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind Operation Desert Storm. No. That was an operation,
But like,
I mean,
it
they
is-
just bombed the shit out of them for 4 days and called it a day.
Yeah. Oh well, job well done, boys.
Yeah.
But like, and we'll talk about it more in spoilers. Like, you see people talking about like these men get to die with honor, bro. Then why the fuck aren't you out there dying with honor? Your bitch ass is sitting in this cart eating some fucking escargot, some chicken liver.
Some
Yeah.
stale ass
I-
fucking bread.
I like seeing those characters though because like they're that is said too like it's like we don't have that much time to spoil.
I was gonna say 10 seconds. We could follow it up
Yeah.
in spoilers. We'll take a mental note that we're still talking about filthy aristocrats making decisions with the lives of peons.
but
17-year-olds.
What you can do is choose to listen to our recommendations on All Quiet on the Western Front. In 3, 2, 1. I don't know. Because the more we talk about it, I'm sure at the
Wait,
end,
can we do a middle one?
we've never done it before. It's
No.
unprecedented, to be honest
No,
with
no.
you. I'm
but
gonna,
2 meals make a positive.
yeah, that's true. I'm gonna take the middle road.
I got a thumbs down.
So
James
one-
has a thumbs up.
One thumbs down, one thumbs up. I'm giving it a maybe. Maybe with 20 more
Okay.
minutes of spoilers, maybe I'll give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'll give a solid answer at the end of it, what I think about it. But what you can do is go ahead and click the button in the top right-hand corner for our spoiler full thoughts on All Quiet on the Western Front. And while you're doing that, you put it in the background. I know you got YouTube Premium. Go ahead and follow all of our socials up in the top bar. Follow our TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Go to the Linktree for anything else we might have. We might have an OnlyFans for Eric's feet. But you won't know until you go ahead and spread your toes and then bring them together to smash that subscribe button and then fan them out again to hit the notification bell for all notifications. Because let me tell you, James makes some baller ass shorts. And if you're missing them, you're missing out on some really good shorts. But yeah, don't miss out on any more of our content. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. Okay, full spoilers. So you were saying you like characters who are pieces of shit.
Yeah, so like when it shows like the generals and like the top brass people, and it's so interesting because they're the ones telling you like, hey, do this for glory, do this for like, to do this for your country, stuff like that. But it even still happens today, like in America, where I've heard so many stories where like some like lonely private will like save a bunch of people and get like, oh, he'll get a one medal, and then like all the officers above him will also get medals, like, and they'll get like all these crazy stars. It's like, oh, the operation went well, and it's like, yeah, but on the back of this one man. And that's how they treat these people. They're like, you got to do all the work so that I can really get the glory. Like, because the one general that's like more or less making them lose the war. Like, I mean, they're going to lose anyways. But the thing was, it's just like, he was just so much about his pride and his victory that he did not care about the lives of any of those soldiers. They were losing 40,000 soldiers a day. And he was just like, nope, won't quit. Just won't.
Yeah, some of those numbers they were throwing out were fucking staggering, bro. And
Yeah.
At the end?
yeah. And the fact that they could just look at all those lives and be like, no, they're dying for their country. Bro,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? What are you talking
Yeah.
about? They should be living a happy, healthy life somewhere.
I mean, the thing is, though, I don't know if that guy was a true character, but Esberger, he was the one that was like, hey, man, we need to, like, this armaments, this, I forget what it's called, how do you say it? But, like,
armistice.
Yeah,
Right.
this
He has the
ceasefire
actual
needs to
links,
happen.
but is he?
It needs to happen
Oh,
right now. Like, so he was like down for stopping the war altogether, but his people above him were not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so he's a real person. Like he really did that stuff.
that's Daniel Braun's character, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Bruhl,
what
I'm sorry, Daniel Bruhl.
they do a great job early, like showing us how these people are like viewed. So when they give him the uniform and it has a name tag of someone else already that's died in that uniform,
That we
and then he's
saw
just
that
like,
person die, and then we
Yeah.
see like the uniform get fixed over time and stuff like that.
and then even when he tears the tag, he's just like, oh, must have been the wrong size, and he throws a tag, and then there's like 30, 40, 50, I don't know how many tags there were, but there's like a ton of tags on the floor. And it's like these people are just like numbers. And throughout the whole movie, like, oh, we're getting more recruits. Oh, we're getting more recruits. Oh, we're getting more recruits. Because like they don't care that literally thousands of these kids are dying. They're just like, we'll just get more. We'll just get more young
They're
kids to come.
cannon fodder. Dude,
Yeah. And they went in with no training. Like they didn't know how to use anything. And then was our group originally supposed to go to the front line, or was they just like taken there because the detour they needed trucks?
Except, no, they were supposed to go to the front lines.
Yeah, they're supposed to go to the front.
They said multiple times that they would be going.
I
to
mean, the
front
Western
lines.
Front is the front, right?
Yeah,
Because like those trucks are going like two ways, and you know how they're like sending them off, and I was like, oh, I wonder where the other truck went. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. This is the movie I fell asleep for. I missed the first 30 minutes of this film. And let me tell you, it makes it real fucking hard to follow the last 2 hours of the movie when you don't know nobody's name, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know. I'm like, all these German dudes look exactly alike. I don't know who is who.
Yeah, I was just looking out for my boy Paul. I was like, where the fuck is Paul at?
so like I've almost watched this movie, but like I seen it and I was like, it was in German, and I was like, I'm not dealing with it right now. So like I've almost watched it a few times. I do think this movie is good. I think it does a good job of showing a different perspective. Also, too, like I just like that it doesn't glorify war, because like war, like if it wasn't so terrible, honestly, would do it even more. Like so, like this does a good job of showing like, oh, like there's so much downside to it, because it just shows you in this movie like they got, what did they get out of it, the Germans after this war?
Nothing.
Well, nothing.
They like literally like
They're fighting over like meters of
Yeah.
land that they never got.
And that's the thing too, like it's always talked about during like World War I is the trench warfare, and how they literally like were moving like tens of meters and thousands of people were dying, tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, and just that flamethrower stuff too was crazy. But
Bro, they were committing some fucking war crimes, dog. That was some
That end
crimes.
was wild.
yeah,
Or even the gas. There's a reason you can't do
Dude,
that
it's
shit
like-
no more.
yeah,
It's literally like the beach scene at Saving Private Ryan. That amount of brutality, but throughout the whole fucking film.
But for this movie's how long? 2 hours and like 45 minutes.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan's beach scene for 2.5 hours. You get 15 minutes
Yes.
of no brutality.
Non-stop brutality.
but like I just think this movie does such a good job of showing like how one, naive the characters are and how inexperienced they are. Like the dude like casually shoots at like a dead body and then almost gets pieced up in the head. Like
Yeah,
it just
he
shows
was
you
one
how-
of the only people who the bullet didn't go through their skull. Like he
Yeah.
was the only person to get saved by the helmet.
If he wasn't the main character, he would have died right then and there.
he got shot in the eye, like he wouldn't even hit his helmet.
Yeah.
But like like this thing too, it's just hard to follow some of the characters, and I don't really. If I cared more about the side characters, like his buddies, I think it could have helped the movie. But I had a hard time.
I think his buddies were gone in like 10 minutes, man.
Specs died, and the whole dude with the stupid ass glasses, he died the first night that they were out. Because he got blown up. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, his other three friends were with him a lot, because the one guy's the guy with the scarf, and the other one's the guy that gets burned alive. Like
That
they,
shit
yeah,
was crazy.
they last pretty long.
Yeah.
And then he builds a relationship with the other two guys. So like it's
With
his
the older people that are veterans. Of
it was
this.
him and three friends. One dies the first night. The other one makes it through the whole movie, and then the other one dies towards the end.
No, everyone
Wait,
dies.
none of them make them. Yeah, everyone literally
dies.
dies.
The guy with the scarf isn't the one he picks up the scarf. Isn't that guy that?
That is a new recruit that he didn't even know his name, bro. He didn't even know
Oh,
who that
see?
guy was.
Because I thought he was the guy that ran off with the women, then comes back. When does he die?
I forget when, but he dies.
Okay, because
yeah,
I thought
I
that's who that
think
character
everyone
was.
dies. I'll have to look in the.
There is no happy ending to this, which is, I mean, it's war. There isn't a happy ending.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, but I could be wrong because like he looks like any other character. Like if you like, I think that character I was picking up looked exactly like that person. But I also thought in the end I was confused, like because of the French guy also looks like the one guy that got burned alive. Like so I was like, was that supposed to like be a thing? Like is that why he got like shocked or like?
I don't know. Maybe.
You mean at the end when they stopped fighting?
When he looks at the guy, he looks like the guy that got burned alive. Like they look similar.
No, I think James is talking about the guy that he stabs to death in the water hole.
In the water hole. Oh
no, I'm talking about. So at the very end, when like he gets the main character gets stabbed in the back, the guy he's looking at looks also like one of his friends.
No, they were just like, bro, we shouldn't be doing this. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's like literally minutes, literally seconds. What are we doing?
It was more like oh fuck, we should probably just not. Like we're in this hole, nobody can see us.
We're both kids.
Yeah. And the other guy just stabs him in the heart.
Yeah, dude, he just straight.
I did not. That's a tragic ass ending.
Yeah, I also didn't see that comment. Like, how could you? You know, I'm not surprised he died, but like that.
It was literally like 4 seconds, and then it was like, all right, ceasefire.
All right, everybody, put your guns down. Give everyone hugs and kisses.
My thing is like they would have gotten shot if they would have rebelled at the camp or whatever. But like I would just be like, all right, everybody, squad up. We just gonna.
I would just lay down, dude. Shit.
I would act
like I died.
I would have grabbed our guns and I'm like, all right, once we get our weapons, we're turning right back around. We're shooting them. Like,
I'd have been offering blowies, anything to stay alive at that point.
Bro, but Paul at the end, he was so fucking cold. Like he had no emotions on his face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you see it when they do the time.
He's broken.
Like by the time they do the first time jump, and it's like 18 months later, you see he just has that cracked look on his face, like he's lost humanity.
Have you guys ever seen the pictures of people before they go off to war and after they go out to war? He looks exactly like
so.
Oh, bro, you gotta those.
I've only seen the ones like before president, after president.
Oh, they're just white hair.
Full Metal Jacket does a great job of that too, but most people just only watch the first like hour
10
of it.
minutes or whatever.
Yeah. But, like the movie after the basic training stuff, like they do a real good job of portraying that as well.
That's a movie I need to see.
Yeah, it's great. I mean the basic training stuff is fantastic, but it's like there's also a whole nother like good movie after that.
Yeah. So in the Wikipedia, it says a short time later, a newly arrived German recruit that Paul had saved in the combat finds Paul's mud-caked body and picked up Franz's scarf. So
Franz 100% died then, right?
Yeah, because Franz is the
he died off screen.
No, Franz is the Cloud Eye. Oh no, he did die off screen because
he's like, where's Franz? And then
he goes a different way. Like they get separated and Franz goes a different way.
But he goes a different way platoon with the other guy, with the cloud-eyed guy, because he has the
because they're together. Because he has a scarf.
Yeah.
The guy that fucking fought himself to death.
Too. Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, he said, "I don't want to be no cripple."
But like he was one of those people where he's like, "I'm gonna be a soldier, and like that's my whole life. And if I can no longer be a soldier, what am I gonna do?" But he probably wasn't gonna live from that anyways. But I still wouldn't have taken myself out like that. Oh boy, was bogus though for taking the soup. I get it though. You're hungry, but I was like, bro, at least let the body get cold.
He survived, dude.
He didn't even hit him with the, "Hey, where y'all get that soup at?" He didn't even ask.
He just yoink.
No, I think they already had theirs, though, like because he was probably because they were the first regiment, and then when they weren't trying to give him the second one, he's like, "We are the second regiment. Like, give us our food."
Maybe.
No. Because they were celebrating the announcement of the armistice, right? Mm-hmm. And so they were giving out second portions to everybody. Like, he wouldn't have known that because he was laid up in the fucking room full of half-dead people.
Could be.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, no, I want my seconds. I'm coming for my seconds. Because
they were saying, like, we're the second group to come in because they came in after that first group that was already partying.
Maybe. I watched it in English, though. I didn't watch it in German.
So, what?
I wasn't. Dude, I was falling asleep, bro. What the fuck you want me to do? At least I could listen.
There was an English one, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, I watched it in German.
My shit defaulted to English, no subtitles.
That's because Alex don't play with that stuff, dude.
Bro, I wasn't playing with it either. But the mouths were a little off, and I was like, man, what the fuck is happening right now? I better check it out. And it said there, German original. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Nope.
Yeah, no, I watched it in German. So like maybe there's a little context different because of the translations.
Yeah.
That's funny though. I don't blame you though. I didn't know it was an option.
Yeah, I didn't know that was an
I'm
option, man.
Hey, I can't believe you do that. It's like I literally didn't know. I just put it on
Yeah.
German.
It's like 10%. Wow, why'd you do that? And 9% like, what the fuck? Why my shit do that?
Damn, I wish I was smart.
I didn't even think to check.
I think I have it auto set to always play English if there's English audio. So I don't ever default to the base audio ever.
Damn, so all those Korean films you watched in English, huh?
No, motherfucker, I switch it if it's if it's a movie from Asia. Ow, I gotta watch that sub. I can't have no. I'm John Wataki and I'm here to save the day. Like, no, bro, get that shit out of here. It's called a katana. No, not gonna happen. But I don't know if this movie would have been any easier to follow in German though.
No.
No. I mean, it was the same. You get the point.
I mean, you invest more, right? Because you're actually having to read.
Mm-hmm. Not me.
But even with that, it didn't help.
I mean, I watched this movie at probably 8. I started probably 8:30
at night.
Yeah.
Ooh, you wild.
Yeah, I started my.
I didn't have no other
5
time to
PM.
watch them though. Like I had to watch one on Friday and then I had to watch one on Thursday and the other 2 on Friday. Like I just didn't have no time.
Damn.
Yeah, by the time this was around, I forget. I think it was like 12 by the time this played.
Yeah.
You started this movie at midnight?
Yeah, I mean, I started my shit at 5 p.m. So like the bang bang bang.
Yeah, Eric's built different.
You truly are built different. Bro, I started this at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning this morning is when I started all 3 of these movies. Damn. I couldn't imagine. I wish I was as cool as you, Eric, because it would have hit midnight, bro, and I'd have been like, this is tomorrow me. I'm going to watch this tomorrow. I need my 8 hours first.
I just wanted to get over with.
That must have made this movie so much more depressing because you're exhausted at that point.
I was like,
I think I probably liked it more because I didn't three-peat it. Like, I had a little reprieve. And, I watched the one movie, and then, I watched some other stuff, and then I came back and watched the one before I went to bed.
Because I was coming off that Fableman's high, dude. I was like, oh, man.
So was I, and this movie ruined it. This movie ruined my Fables high.
The Fables was good.
Because I'm rooting for the guys who killed fucking Sammy's grandfather, bro. I can't be having this.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
We got anything else?
Did I get the order right this time around, do you think?
No, because I think Tar should have been this week. Oh, no. We should have moved Fablemans and Banshees up. And
we should have started with A Quiet on the Western Front, I feel like, one of the days.
Bro,
no, I'm talking about just this week.
No, ending on All Quiet, not the way to go,
bad.
bro.
I mean, yeah, I guess we didn't know.
I would rather Fablemans. I would probably rather of all the movies you watched, Fableman probably should have ended it or started it for me.
Well, no, because remember, Eric's original plan was rough watch or serious, levity, serious.
Yeah.
But the seriousness of Banshees would have been much easier to swallow compared to this. Because this is
Banshees is so funny. This week also had 2 pretty funny movies, and the second one's a coming of age story, and then this is this German perspective on war and these kids getting mopped up
straight fucking mopped, dude.
I agree with you though, Joy. We should have switched weeks, but thanks to James, you watched Tar first week.
No, I would have been fine if we would have watched Banshees, Fablemans, and Tar. I would have nutted so hard. That would have been a perfect week. And leave all these whack ass movies for week 2, or we watch all the whack movies week 1, and then we watch all the good movies week 2.
But I like this movie more than the week 1 though, because I just wasn't big on Tar. I think this week was so much better. I liked every one of these movies better than the first week. Week 1 had a bunch of mid movies.
You're allowed to be wrong. That's okay.
If it wasn't for Fablemans, this week would have been ass.
What?
Dude, I think Banshees is better than I'll give you guys Tar, but I think Banshees is still better than the other 2 movies on the first week.
Hands down, bro. Hands down. I would rather watch Banshees than Triangle or women talking.
Like that's why, like, if you like, since
Actually, yeah.
if you guys are high, like, so since you guys were high on Tar, like, if you did like swap those for you guys, 100%, this would have just been 3 bangers.
Straight bangers, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole time I was watching this movie, I was like, damn, bro. Last week, this time, I was watching Tar.
Yeah, my
I
perfect
wish.
one would have been Triangle of Sadness, Fablemans, then Tar.
I would have liked that order. That order would have been fine too.
But I think I'm just higher on this movie than you guys because I don't hate this movie or like dislike it or.
I don't dislike it,
Not
but
compared to 1917, James.
No, I think 1917 is better, but like
All
I
right,
still think like this is a good movie.
Shit.
that's all I care about.
I mean,
That's all I care about.
1917 is just like one is visually better, like also too like you're more invested in the characters.
Yeah, because they speak a language I can fucking understand.
for sure, yeah. But I think even so, like the first 2 characters, like even when the movie starts in 1917, you know which characters you're following. At no point do I feel like I don't know who I'm following.
Right.
In this movie,
I mean, yeah, one's tall, one's short.
Okay.
But even the scenes, everything else is kind of like blurred out in a sense in the back of them, and you can focus on them. In this,
they're centered, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in this movie, they are not. They are.
And war is centered in this movie.
Yeah, it's just telling a different story, but yeah, I agree.
So they get lost in the shuffle on this movie, which is a point they're trying to push. Like it's like, yeah, but nobody actually matters. Like none of these characters matter,
right?
In the grand scheme of things. Where in 1917 we clearly have a like protagonist and a hero we're trying to follow.
Yeah, and it ends on a happy note.
Yeah,
which this movie does not. Because I don't think I dislike this movie. I think for the same reason that I didn't love V for Vendetta, this movie is just a hard watch. And I'm not tired.
In the right headspace.
Yeah, emotionally, I just wasn't there. I wasn't ready for this movie. I think if I'd have watched the trailer and if I would have known what the fuck was going to happen, I could have braced myself for impact. But bro, I didn't even have my seatbelt on and I just took a train to the side of my fucking head, you know?
But like I thought like the tank scenes are so good. I thought the flamethrower scenes were so good. They're brutal.
They're like brutal.
I think they're so good. Like it's such a good like way of portraying like war. Like and that's why I really liked it. Like it felt real and authentic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean for sure. But now, is this a better war movie than Saving Private Ryan?
I mean, nothing is.
I don't know, man.
I love that movie, though.
But this movie does Saving Private Ryan, but with no happiness. This is legit what real war is like, you know? Saving Private Ryan even is a little too happy, you know?
Yeah.
But like Saving Private Ryan, though, like I like how you invest in some characters and then they do get like taken out. Like in this movie, I'm not really invested in anybody, so I don't really care if they get taken out.
I think if they somehow, I don't know how they would do it, but like somehow invested us in this little front group more, and they lived a little longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we don't get anything with them. They're at the pep rally, and now old boy's glasses are exploded.
There's no backstory. Like we don't know. We find out more about a character that he stabs in a pit that he has children than like the friend. Like
he has a wife and a daughter.
Yeah, like
true.
I liked the little relationship that we had with Creed, like or not Creed. Sorry,
different
Cat.
movie, but I'll take it.
Arms love and enjoy.
Oh yeah, I'll take that one too.
Like that little relationship we had with Cat, I was like, I need more of this. Just fucking being goof and gaff, stealing gooses.
Yeah, like that character had the most thing, but then they kill him off so like, and that's the point. But also,
bogus.
Everything is so ceremonially. Like it just.
Was
it hit his liver, black liver, dead. I was like, what?
Boy was 12 hours away from retirement.
Yeah,
like he got the shit end of that stick.
Yeah, dude. That little boy too. Like I was like, I get what the scene is, but also too, I'm just like. Okay, sure. Like I kind of see it coming, but like it's
straight
just
up. You murdered that little boy, though, right?
Had to have,
bro. No. I know for sure he murdered him. Yes.
Oh, but
I'm not letting that little boy pull that trigger, though.
I'm not getting got.
No way, bro. No way. That little boy comes up to me with that gun. I'm John Wayne, bro.
You know how the thing is though, they have like they're so like starved. They've been at war for like 20 months, like because the guys we followed have been at war for 18 months. He got there before them. He's been at war for like almost 2 years. Like
that's why you kill first and you ask questions later. I'm blowing the bald cap off that little fucking boy. Blah 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 blah. I'm killing him.
He didn't have his weapon on him, right? Because he looks and it's like it's not there.
You gotta have your weapon on you. What are you talking about?
They did have a pistol on there, but I couldn't see it on their person.
So I think he was
he had a pistol.
Okay, but his reaction time was so slow because he's been starved and it's so cold.
I mean, even if he was the fastest, I think that little boy would have instantly shot him as soon as he started moving.
He could have Django Unchained that little boy.
I mean,
he could have dove out the way and shot him, send him sideways.
Yeah, he could have.
He just wasn't. He didn't have that killer mentality, so it was killer be killed out there.
Why go into the forest to take a piss? Dude,
you
just
need
take
to
a
go
piss in front of your boy.
In the forest too, dude.
Yeah,
that deep.
He couldn't be that deep, or that little boy is a fucking expert tracker. We need to put him in Predators too, because he found his ass
in front of your boy, dude. Fuck it.
My thing though is like he legitimately said all day, if they catch me again, he's gonna shoot me or whatever. I would not have.
Foreshadow was strong, dog.
Yeah, it was. I thought old boy was gonna get shot. I thought that was the moment with Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I just wouldn't have stopped.
Same difference.
Like, you're crazy as hell for stopping.
Yeah.
Because they saw you and they saw
still
your
on
boy.
Their land.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't, dude, they have stolen so much food from them. I was like, we don't know how much they actually took.
I mean, that's what happens when you're starved, though. You made some dumbass decisions.
I don't blame them for doing what they did, but like they needed to keep moving.
Yeah. Well. But it wouldn't have been a sad fucking war movie if everybody didn't fucking die, I guess.
True.
Poor bastards. That's what they get for being proto-Nazis, pre-Nazis.
It'd have been wild if they let Peter, Paul, John the Third, like they let him survive, and then he just tried for war crime.
Oh no,
that'd be rad. I would love that.
Yeah.
He gets hung in his hometown.
Dead.
Oh damn.
That'd been a movie. That would have been a movie.
I would have gave this 2 thumbs up for sure.
And then his little brother named Hitler grows up to
Adolf. Oh no, a young Adolf Hitler's in the crowd. Oh, get fucked.
That's wild.
He's got a notebook that says Mein Kampf on the front of it.
I don't know the timeline lines up, but sure.
It does not. I don't think.
It doesn't.
Oh no, it might. How old's Hitler? How old was Hitler?
Yeah. I don't know. You could have made him any age, though. It didn't really matter. He could have been a 25-year-old college student.
Well, Hitler was born 1889.
Oh, he definitely would have been old enough to see his brother get hanged for war crimes from World War I.
Holy.
At that point, he was already getting fucking shit talked in his art classes in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he was just too old, though. I don't think he was like. I think Hitler would have been too old to be a kid in that situation.
Yeah.
No. I mean, 18 years old as a kid.
Bro, these guys were 17 going into war.
Yeah, so he'd be older than them. He'd be his younger brother.
No, dude. Hold on. Let's roll this back a little bit. You're right. His older brother, Adolf Hitler, sees him try for war crimes.
Yeah.
He vows revenge against the Allies.
Because he finds out that little kid was Jewish.
The person who killed him? The Frenchman who stabbed him in the back, he had to have been Jewish. The way the bayonet pierced his heart, only a Jewish man could have stabbed him this way. Oh no, am I rooting for Adolf Hitler fucking war detective?
Dude, we can make that film.
That's gonna be next year. Yeah.
I do not want to make that film.
Just call Taika, have him reprise his role.
Oh, people would eat that up. Never mind. We're getting nominated for best screenplay for sure.
100%.
All right, let's wrap this up. I need to go to bed. It's late.
Yeah.
All right, boys. James, what's your favorite part?
Watch the finale.
Favorite part was I guess I like when they went to that little camp and they almost had a little reprieve because you're like, oh, maybe it's not so bad, and then it's just like such a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight sadness. Eric, what was your favorite part?
The camaraderie between Cat and Paul. Need more of that.
That makes sense. My favorite part was the 20-minute nap that I got to take during this movie.
Right on.
Nice.
The shit was fire. I woke up though to explosions and people dying.
Oh man, you got shell shocked.
Yeah, it was not great. Yeah, I definitely was not awake during the reprieve. I'd get a little hazy, wake up a little bit, and be like, "Oh, nothing's going on. I guess come back to sleep." And then
You're terrible, dude.
boom. Least favorite part, James.
Just hard to sometimes realize which characters were what. And then like back and forth and translate, and I got confused. I'm gonna try to ran.
Eric?
Yeah, it's just no connection to the characters really, except Paul.
I hated that this movie was not 1917. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
Yeah, exactly. 1918.
Yeah, and the sequel's trash. Let's just put it that way. No, there was just maybe it was because I was tired, but I just couldn't connect. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
And then I was just sad because war is sad instead of being sad for these characters. Cinema score questions. Would we rent All Quiet on the Western Front?
No.
Nah.
No fucking way. Would we buy All Quiet on the Western Front?
Nah.
Physically?
No.
Nah.
I would buy it in a 1917 All Quiet on the Western Front 2-pack.
Wow.
And then, dude, what if you could like put in one DVD and you could sync it up and you could and it flows perfectly into this movie? Oh man, that'd be so sad. Would we buy this movie digitally? Because they're sequels, it was a sequel joke. Eric, don't go at me, man.
My bad.
Yeah, you must be tired. Maybe don't stay up until 2 a.m. every Saturday. Oh, he froze.
Boo-boo.
Or is he... that boo boop was a little too perfect.
His internet gets a good 45 and it has to...
And that's it. Digitally, are we buying it? No, right? We're not doing that. Would we buy this in the $5 bin at our favorite local establishment?
Well, World War One pack, I'm down, dude.
In an all Oscar nominated war movie pack for sure.
That actually would be a steal, though. That'd be a fantastic deal.
That'd be a dope set, though.
Right?
They'd all be DVDs, though.
They would all
100%.
end up being DVDs. I
could deal with it. I could.
I'll up-res it. I'm sure there's some software out there that could do that for me.
I can make you a playlist myself, honestly.
I can't have people standing up in the middle of my movies, man. That'll kill my shit.
Dude, you'll never know who's in the war or not.
Someone falls over their silhouette and gets exploded in the movie theater. Would we put this on in the background while people are over?
Fuck no.
That's a no for me, dog.
Maybe if you're hanging out with your history war buddies and you've watched
I ain't got none of those.
every History Channel fucking war documentary, then you can watch
If you're hanging out with Tony Soprano, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Shit, Eric, we are your boys, and we already watched it.
Yeah, we just didn't put it on in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like Paul dying. Would we watch this again? No, I don't think so.
Probably
No, would I watch it again to try to figure out who is who?
In
No.
English?
And that'd be the only reason to.
Yeah, I mean, I would maybe watch this with someone else. Like if someone else was like, "Hey, man, you ever seen this movie? Yeah, it's fine. You want to watch it with me? Yeah, I still want to hang out with you. So yeah, I'll watch it with you, dude."
I'd rather watch a breakdown of this movie.
Oh, I was thinking about it because I was like, I missed something, right? I was gonna watch an
That'd be a good
11-minute
video.
explained, but then I didn't feel like it. And then we did our recommendations. I guess I have to re-give mine. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Watch it once. Just watch it once, though. You bang it out. You watch it
I'm
once.
gonna change mine to a thumbs up as well.
So we got 3
After
thumbs up
talking
now.
about it, yeah.
Get fucked if you didn't click the spoilers because you did not see that shift happen. And then ratings. Eric, give us your rating.
I'm gonna give this 7.5 stolen gooses out of 10.
Oh,
I also give it 7.5 nice smelling scarf, rag, whatever that was.
Let me smell it, bro.
That
Let me
scarf
smell
must have
it.
smelled so good, dude.
It must have, because they were getting rock hard for it.
Dude, if it smelled anything like a woman, that's it, dude. It could smell like.
Bro's looking at the poster, hot and heavy.
Yeah. So I'm. Oh. Did I like this movie better than Women Talking?
Probably.
I didn't fall asleep during Women Talking, though.
I think if you watched women talking in the same, like, swapped them, you would have still fell asleep.
All right, then I gotta give this movie 7 sniffs of a woman's scarf out of 10. Then I think I'm gonna have to change my Women Talking score. I don't know. I'm gonna worry about it, I guess, in 60 episodes when we fucking break it down
That's
again.
true.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerOrLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerOrLaterTV for our review of All Quiet on the Western Front. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sunday at 7 p.m., don't worry. You can watch us or listen to us on all podcasting platforms on Wednesday afternoon. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. So tune in next week for our live reaction of the Oscars, and hopefully we see someone else get slapped. We love you guys. Bye.
Hopefully not, dude. Come on.
Bye.
See ya.